All right, guys, what's good? What's going on? It's your guy, you Steph. This is Billionaire Talk, and we are doing a reaction video today. This video comes from Run Your Mouth. This is a video of Charleston White speaking on Kevin Samuels and his impact that he had on black women. So, you know, Charleston White is a very controversial figure. He be trolling, but he be spitting facts at the same time. Now, I'm just going to cut and let him take over. But one thing I need y'all to do before we get into this video is my two favorite buttons. There's a like, there's a subscribe button. Go ahead and hit both of those for me so I can get to the next stage, which is a hype button. Because I love doing this shit for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
That's why you got stories like Horse Son.
Yeah.
So, homie, but because we can't say this as a black culture, oh man, that's why Kevin Samuels was so hated by the woman.
Yeah.
Celebrated his death.
Yeah.
And he ain't never killed nobody, he never raped nobody, he was known for beating women. They celebrated his death, and all of them ran to him for his words. He didn't seek it out.
He didn't seek it out.
And he was so
straight line.
Gentlemanlike.
Straight line.
He was so professional. He wasn't like me to say, bitch, fuck you, dumbass hoe. I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry. I'm just making this out. Please forgive me. I'm just making this out. So, but Kevin Samuels done it in a stern, gentlemanlike way. Gentlemanlike way. Yeah, man. But listen, homie. But our women celebrated his death.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they'll clap for the gay. They'll clap for the gangster. They'll clap for the killer. They'll mourn for George Floyd.
Right.
But celebrate Kevin Samuels.
They're right.
Oh.
They're right. Why you hear?
It's because, I mean, we know why, but it's because, not all obviously, but many women that were celebrating his death were people who either didn't watch his full videos to get the full context of what was being said versus a 15-second clip on Twitter or wherever, or TikTok, where you hear him pretty much bagging on a woman, but you missed the hour-long video of him telling her why she can't land the man she wants, and she believes she's up here, which everyone should, you know, put yourself higher than, as high as you want. But the truth of the matter is, if you got X amount of kids and you weigh X amount and you don't got much going for yourself, but you shit on the men that do approach you, but you want the guy who doesn't have any kids, he's worth M's, he works, you know what I'm saying? He works out, looks good, all this stuff. He's desired. That was his message, and women didn't get that. Because all they heard was, buy a dog, die alone. Your back is too big. And it was more than that. It was beyond that. So that's why the women celebrated his death, because to them, it was just another man-hating black man that, you know, then they, you know what they do too? They got to find excuses. Oh, he must like white women, or he like Spanish women, or he like this. He don't like black women. He must not like his mother. That's never the case, man. That's never the case. It's not. I would argue that Fresh and Fit, those guys probably don't like black women for real.
And if I keep talking like this, they'll shut me down too. So I tend to stay away. From the topics that affect and address the black woman. So I say, okay, man, y'all send them sisters over there to talk to them. Oh yeah, man. The fellas, I talk to them. Yeah, man. Because between Tommy Sotomayor and Kevin Samuels, you can't dare chastise black women in America, homie. They'll destroy you.
Yeah.
Go back to Jim Crow. If you think about it, when they taught us to be mentally weak but physically strong.
Out of her nature, she did that.
They reversed it.
Yeah, it's
Out of her
crazy.
nature, she did that.
They're crazy.
So that's why very few mothers spank their children based off principles. They spank their children based off how they feel.
Emotion.
I'm tired of y'all, let's out. But if they're having a good time and life going good, and man, they don't really whoop.
No.
It's all based off what they feel. I'm having a bad day, y'all, but get some of y'all with that. It's based off what they feel. It ain't based off principle.
Right. It's feelings.
Hey, look, I know you got a lot to do. You know you got a lot you got to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna ask
don't
you
want
this
to hurt my
heartbeat.
black women crowd. I love y'all, sisters.
Yeah,
And I ain't talking to all y'all, just some of y'all.
I'm gonna throw a little curve.
You see the power black women have because men are being fearful and watching and being mindful of what they're saying, because any type of thing being said in that direction, you basically getting 1,000 missiles pointed back at you. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because I like what he said earlier. Charleston said they clap for the gays, they clap for the gangsters and all the other stuff. Now, you want to be on the gay guy side 1 second, but then you call straight men zesty when he don't do what you want, or he don't pay you no attention, or this, that, and third. I never had that happen to me. This girl, this was years ago. Girl was interested in me and wondered why I wasn't really like talking to her for real like that, you know, because I want to say it was her cousin. And this was my first time meeting them, but I brought them back to my apartment, the student housing apartment. And I just wasn't feeling her for real, but it wasn't anything other than that. I guess I wasn't talking enough, like trying to get at her and shit. So maybe she was trying to bust it over. I don't know. But long story short, her cousin that I ended up being cool with told me that she thought I was gay because I ain't try her. So you see how men can be disciplined for being disciplined and not jumping at the first sign of access.
All right, cause I know, like I said, I know you got stuff going on. You feel me? We all got to get up out of here. So let me ask you this question, though, for real. Cause I know you care about the youth. You started out with the youth. You started off in your inner city. It's known, documented that you've been, like you said.
I don't give a damn no more.
But I'm just saying this though. Look though. Let me ask you this for real. I know you don't care because you don't
It's a
do
bird,
it.
homie.
It's a bird. You don't want that bird now.
I didn't want it.
But right here, right now, you in your middle school, you went to school at. You know what I'm saying? We talking to them kids right there. The kid from my middle school, 13, 14 years old. If you had to give them some free games, some free advice to get what Charleston White is right now and how you done got to where you at, give them some free game right here.
I would walk through the crowd and I would go 1, 2, 3. One of y'all niggas going to prison. Now I find another 3. 1, 2, 3. One of y'all niggas going to prison. I find another 3. After I get them 3, I'll say, and then some of y'all go die before you get to prison. Those are the numbers and those are the statistics. And I heard the teachers moan and groan. I watched the young kid, and they be offended by me saying this. And then I like to remind them that I'm not saying this. I'm repeating your statistics.
Right.
That in America, 1 in every 3 black males will go to prison or be on some form of community supervision in your guideline. And I would say, hey, listen, get the 3rd graders in here too. Let's tell them they going to prison. Let's point out the one in 3rd grade going to prison. How many of y'all 3rd grade? Because these are statistics and they haven't been wrong.
Right.
So if you mad at me about what I'm saying, I would challenge you to go look inside your family. Start with your mama's brothers, your daddy's brothers, your grandmama's brothers, your uncles, your cousins. Look at everybody in your family. Look at all the males who've been to prison. Then look at your friends. See if their daddy's been to prison. And you tell me whether you're a man, woman, or a child, how are you raising them different or what are you doing different that's going to ensure that they're not going to go to prison when they come from the same conditions, same environment, same circumstance.
Right.
What? How?
Yeah,
and
right.
These people haven't been wrong.
Doing the same thing, expecting different
Man,
results. Ain't gonna change.
This is how accurate it is. We can go line up at the maternity ward and go find black newborn babies. And go 1, 2, 3. One of these babies going to prison.
These numbers. You ain't saying like this.
See, and the thing, because I want to keep this Kevin Samuels related. I'll admit I didn't watch the full video, so this is my first time watching it with y'all. But Kevin was saying, and this is now a damn controversial debate every day. On one hand, you got the women are blaming the men for not being men, but you got on the other side, the men are blaming the women for multiple reasons. Either they're not letting the fathers that want to be fathers be the father, or they're using the feminist point against them to say, your body, your choice. And if you laid down with this type of guy and you had the choice not to have a baby, then why'd you do it? But see, Kevin said, you're incentivized to have children. And the feminist movement and all of that, what it turned into, not what it started out as, but what it turned into is the government, they say, hey, we got to get that man up out the house so we can have the government be your daddy, give you food stamps, WIC, and all this other stuff, take care of your kid. You don't need a man for that. They even told you that you can't get it unless the man is outside the house, which is crazy. That's as black and white as that's going to get. Now, and again, I'm just repeating what I've been seeing on the internet, and you all can see the same thing. So this ain't coming from me because I don't participate in that. I don't hate women, none of that, or I'm not, ain't got nothing to do with that. But I do understand how when you point the finger at one side, you can also point it at the other side. But eventually, somebody's point is going to be more clear because how long before you know that nigga wasn't shit? Okay, cool. So he finessed you. You laid down with him. But pretty sure around that time, you realize he ain't shit. So why'd you still go through having a baby? Your body, your choice, right? You ain't had to have that baby. And now you bring in the kid into a world where the father ain't shit and he's absent. And the kid is in certain conditions. And obviously this isn't always the case, but it's the odds. It's the odds of that happening.
It's the ratio.
So all you gotta do is say, hey, how many? So all you gotta do is turn around and ask, how many adults in this male room been in prison? And watch how many raise their hand. And I'm gonna ask again, what are you doing different to ensure that this kid is not going to prison when almost 90% of prisoners come from a single parent household and 73% of households are headed by a single parent. 80% of rapists come from a single parent household.
Right.
We can go on and on.
Right.
75% of childhood teenage pregnancies come from a single. So what are we doing different? When I don't need a man, and man, fuck that bitch, man. Yeah. And I got a kid here, I got a kid there. And it's so what are we doing different?
So basically saying take the parent to really screw us.
No. I ain't saying it take a parent. I'm saying it take a village.
Village.
Right.
The whole village. Back to
Nigga
the
don't
old
take
days.
no parent.
Right.
Instructions is it take a village to raise a child, not a parent.
You're right.
Because when parents can't see you, hey, y'all stop that. Boy, I'm gonna tell your mama. Say, Miss Williams, them boys over there, come on, let's take a village. And we done lost the village. Not only did we lose the village, we lost the community. Not only did we lose the community, we lost the neighborhood. We lost all that to a hood, my nigga.
Right. And they took the neighbor off.
And these phones, people look away. People look the other way now.
Yeah, it used to be neighborhood, now it's just hood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Used to know, yeah.
Bro, you only know your neighbor until trauma happened. We had the hurricane hit South Carolina. Real friendly said, you only know your neighbor until trauma happened.
But see, the whole thing is we don't pay attention to words.
Feel?
Like when you take the neighbor out of it and it become the hood.
Yeah.
Conditioning.
Yeah, and a lot of our wordplay, like I know a lot of people say crib. Their perception of us, they don't look at black men as men, and they call you boy. So if somebody calling you boy and you talking about a crib, you got to separate.
Yeah, see that?
That's that baby boy logic right there. Look it up.
Never, man, and we gonna go after this. It ain't never been about being called nigga.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't care about being called nigga. I ain't no boy.
Right.
I'm a man.
Right.
Give a damn about nigga. I ain't no boy. We think nigga means something.
Right.
I ain't no boy.
What?
Because the only time you was called nigga is when you done something that made him mad.
Right.
That's you want to be called nigga. I was no, you a boy. Come here, gal. Have up.
Nah.
Say boy.
Yeah.
So no, but we don't know. We're trying to inherit some hate that our ancestors never had.
Right.
Right. Right.
We trying to inherit some hate that they never had. We trying to take on some anger that they put aside so they can
For the
drive
very call.
and build. Come
Come
on,
on, man.
They ain't want to get back. They don't want no retribution.
No,
they just want to be left alone.
Leave us alone.
We don't want to be left alone. We baller people, man. Let me get on about it.
Hey, bro, appreciate it.
I love you, man. Anytime, man.
You know,
Just
love,
love, brother.
man.
Yeah, this was a great interview, man. We got to do this again.
We're gonna do it again.
Oh yeah, so this is going to be a shorter video, but Kevin Samuels definitely left a huge impact on not just black women, but just black culture as far as love and relationships goes, because I think after we got through the whole men begging women and baby please and baby I'm sorry, like all these songs that are dedicated to women and these movies that are shown that, you know, highlighting women and glorifying women, cool, uplift our sisters, and women are beautiful for sure. Not taking that away, but it's created an imbalance. And now men have to work an uphill fight to find a suitable mate. And it's damn near impossible today. Every time I look at the year, it's 2026. They've been saying for the longest, 2030 is going to be the year where women will be the most single and not happily single. And that's debatable. That's not me saying that, ladies, but that's debatable. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because now we're at a point where we're like, okay, the fellas, they're alone. You know, though that's what the women are saying. The guys are alone. No, these guys, you know, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. Just like there's some women that are fine without relationships. However, I will say I do think more men handle being in isolation better than women do, because just what it means to be a man and being raised up in certain conditions. Like, men don't have or don't always have communities. They don't always have mentorship. Some men really just get thrown into life and have to figure it out. No friends, no family, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything they earn is because they worked for it. Some women, or more women than men, have a cushion. So it's a little bit easier. Shit, you could be a single mom. If you look good and your body right, you got a sugar daddy. And I know people with sugar daddies. Got that damn Mercedes paid off. Living in the penthouse, rent fee. Paid up for the year. All because they got and they ain't even fucking them. They got what they got it. They got that thing between the legs. They ain't even using it. Just conversation and hanging out with the dude. Men ain't really got it like that. Just saying. But that's going to be my time for the day, y'all. Y'all already know. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace out.